Hello students, welcome back to the class once again. Now students, in our previous lecture we have discussed about the perimeters of some of the shapes, that is square, rectangle and triangle. In continuation with the same, now today we are going to discuss about the areas of two figures, that is square and rectangle. So we will discuss about how to find the areas of these two figures and also what is the formula for calculating the areas of square and rectangle. So very first, what is area? Or you can say how we define area. For perimeter we have discussed that perimeter is actually the sum total of the outer boundary of any figure. In the same manner, for any irregular shape, suppose I take any irregular shape, I have once again taken a balloon. So what is area? Earlier the perimeter was the total length from starting point throughout this curve and reaching the ending point. So that was the perimeter, the outer boundary, the sum total of outer boundary of a figure. Now coming to the second part, which is area. So area is actually the space occupied, the space covered by the shape. Whatever the shape is, how much space it is covering on any plane figure, that is called area of the figure. So the definition is the space covered by any closed figure, the space covered by any closed figure is called its area. It's called its area. So that is your area. Now coming to the formula for finding the area of the square. So very first, if I talk about square, so as you all know, square is a figure whose all the four sides are equal. All the four sides are equal. So let's take this is a square whose all four sides are equal, and let's suppose the sides are A and A. Area of a square is equals to the product of its two sides. That means the formula for area of a square is side multiplied by side. So that is side into side. Now what is the measurement of each side here? Let's suppose this first side, so the measurement is A, that is A units, and the second side is also A units only. So that will become A multiplied by A, or you can say side into side. So that is the formula for finding the area of a square whose all the four sides are equal. Clear students? So when you will calculate A into A, you will get the space covered by this figure on the board. How much space it is covering throughout this board. That will be the area of the square. Clear students? Coming to the second figure, which is a rectangle. So now if we talk about a rectangle whose opposite sides are equal, and as we have already discussed in the topic of perimeter of rectangle, that the opposite sides we mention it as length, the longer side, breadth is the shorter side. So if this side is length, the opposite side is also length. The short form is small l. So L represents the length of the rectangle, B represents the breadth of the rectangle. Clear students? Now coming to the formula for area of rectangle. So area of a rectangle it's once again the same, that is the product of the two sides. Similarly the product of the non-equal two sides. So that will be its length into breadth. So area of rectangle is length into the breadth. So length is L and breadth is B. So that's the formula for area of rectangle, length into breadth. So students, let's recall once again: area of a square, side into side, and area of rectangle, length into breadth. In short, we can write it as A into A and L into B. actually what will be the unit of area? Just because the two values which are given to us, like side into side, we are multiplying. When we are adding, for example, if this square is of 2 centimeter, then when I was calculating the perimeter, simply it was 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That means 2 centimeter plus 2 centimeter plus 2 centimeter plus 2 centimeter. So it gets 8 centimeter. But if I am multiplying this value, so automatically its unit is also going to get multiplied. For example, if I take a square with side 2 centimeters, 2 centimeter. So what will be the area of this square? Side multiplied by side, that is 2 centimeter multiplied by 2 centimeter. Now 2 multiplied by 2 will become 4. Similarly, centimeter multiplied by centimeter, what it will become? We can write it as centimeter square. So this is the unit of area. So areas are expressed in millimeter square, centimeter square, meter square or kilometer square, like this. So whenever you have to find the area of any figure, it is always the power is 2. That is millimeter square, centimeter square, meter square, kilometer square. Or in common we can write that the unit of area is square units. Square units. Clear, students? So this is all about the unit of area. Whatever value you are getting, if it is in centimeters, so it will become centimeter square. If your dimension is given in meters, so it will become meter square. If it is in kilometer, it will become obviously kilometer square. Clear, students? Any other doubt in this? Now, at the same time, here sometimes when you will solve the questions, there will be some conversion units also. So those conversion units which you should know is very first, 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter. So this conversion we have also done in our measurement chapter. 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter. 1 meter is equals to 100 centimeter. 1 centimeter is equals to 10 millimeter. So these are the some basic conversion units in terms of the measurement of length, which you should know to solve the questions related to the area of rectangle and perimeter. Clear, students? Now, after understanding all this concept, let us come back to your questions from the book exercise, and I have taken 2 questions from your book exercise whose solution we are going to discuss here. Let us very first start with the first question, and our first question says, find the cost of painting a square board of side 44 centimeter at a rate of rupees 7 per square centimeter. So it is given that there is a square board. If I discuss about its solution, so your solution, very first there is a square board. So let's suppose this is our square board. And the side of, since it is a square board, that means all the 4 sides will be equal, and the side is of 44 centimeter. So this is the length of all the 4 sides, 44 centimeter. Now, since all the 4 sides are of 44 centimeter each, you have to find the cost of painting this board. So now we have to paint this board. So we will paint it throughout. So you have to find the cost of painting the board at a rate. What is the rate of painting it up? It is rupees 7 per centimeter square. That means for 1 centimeter square the painter is charging rupees 7. So you have to find what will be the total cost of painting that board. So very first, since it is a square and square with side A as 44 centimeter. This is the dimension given to us. So very first what we will find? We will find the area to be painted. So area to be painted. So we will find how much total area we have to paint. So area to be painted means area of the square. So that will be side into side, A into A, which is 44 multiplied by 44 centimeter and square, because centimeter multiplied by centimeter will become centimeter square. Now let's multiply 44 with 44. So what is the product? Let's multiply here 44 with 44. 4 4s are 16, a carry, 176. 4 4s are 16, a carry and 176. So what we are getting here is 1936. So 1936 centimeter square is the total area which we have to paint. Right? So now we have calculated the area which we have to paint, but still we have to find its cost. How much is the total cost? So now the next statement will be cost of painting. What is given in the question? Cost of painting 1 centimeter square is given to us as rupees 7. So the painter is charging rupees 7 for painting up 1 centimeter square only. And how much we have to paint? We want it to be painted for 1936 centimeter square. So now the cost of painting 1936 centimeter square is equals to 1936 multiplied by 7. That is the cost per centimeter square. Now multiplying the value here, 7 6 are 42, 4 carry, 7 1s are 7 3s are 21. 7 3s are 21 plus 4, 5, 2 carry, 7 9s are 63 plus 2, 5, 6 carry. Now 7 1s are 7 and plus 6 is 13. So what is the total cost of painting up? It is 13,552 rupees. This is the total cost for painting up that square board. So what is the total cost the person has to pay? 13,552. Clear, students? So now students, let us continue with the second question. And the second question says, how many bricks are required to build a wall of height 2.88 meter and width 50 centimeters? So here in this second question, we have to prepare a wall. So let's suppose this is the wall. Okay. So this is the wall which we have to prepare, and what is the dimension for the wall? Now let me write it here. So for wall, the length is 2.88 meter and the breadth, that is width of the wall, is 50 centimeter. Okay. So this is our wall with length 2.88 meter and width 50 centimeter. Now continuing further, if the length of each brick is 12 centimeter and breadth is 10 centimeter. So since we are preparing walls, so we have to put bricks in this, and the bricks dimensions are given to us. Each brick is of 12 centimeter length and 10 centimeter in breadth. So this is, if I talk about a brick, so brick is of 12 centimeter in length and 10 centimeter in breadth. Clear, students? So we have to find out how many bricks we need to prepare this complete wall. Now there is a very small thing which you have noticed. The length is given to us in meter, breadth is given to us in centimeter, while at the same time the dimension of the bricks are given in centimeter and centimeter. So very first, before starting up the solution, the first thing which we will do is the conversion from meter to centimeter, because rest all the dimensions are given in centimeters. So let's convert 2.88 meter to centimeter. So multiplying 2.88 with 100, because 100 centimeter makes 1 meter. So multiplying up here, you will get 288 centimeter. breadth will be same. This is the dimension for wall. Now I will write what is the dimension for the brick. What about the brick? So for brick, length is equals to 12 centimeter and breadth is equals to 10 centimeter. Clear, students? Now to separate this both, because both are getting L and BB. For wall I will write capital L and capital B, and for the dimension of brick I will write small b and small l. Right, students? Now you have to find the number of bricks required. So the number of bricks, to calculate the number of bricks required here, what we will do? We will divide the area of the wall with area of one brick. Area of a brick or one brick. Now what is the area of wall? The wall is in the shape of a rectangle. That means what will be its formula? Length into breadth. Then what will be the area of the brick? Once again our brick is also in rectangular shape. So that will be again length into breadth. Let's put the value. What is the length of the wall? 288 centimeter. Multiplied by what is the breadth of the wall? 50 centimeter. Then what is the length of the brick? 12 centimeter. And the breadth of the brick, that is 10 centimeter. Now here you will be getting centimeter square. So very first centimeter square get cancelled out. That means unit is vanished. Also you can see that number of bricks we are finding. So number of bricks we cannot find in centimeters or meter. Numbers are always in value also only, that means numerical form only. Now coming to the simplification of the values here, 0 and 0 got cancelled out. Let us simplify here with 12. So 12 ones are, dividing up here, 12 twos are 24. 12 twos are 24, 48, 12 fours are. So we are left with 24 multiplied by 5. What is 24? 5s are 120. So how many bricks are required to make the wall? We need 120 bricks. Clear, students? So this is all about the areas of rectangle and squares. I hope the lesson discussed today is clear in your mind. Kindly go through your book exercise and complete the question in your notebook. Thank you for the lesson, students. Have a great day.